a few new people that actually joined our dev team. Like Lazy as well. He's been really good. Uh, so let me just actually get our list because I can't remember them off the top of my head. So we got Lazy, Skrill, we got Hannah and Trevor as well. So that's our lovely dev team. Um, maybe we can, maybe we get Skrill in here in a little bit, and he can yap our ears off a bit about some dev stuff later. Um, but mainly wanted to talk to you guys about the systems and stuff that we'll be seeing in the server. We've got I'd say we've got a good balance of systems, no matter what you're trying to get into. So whether you want to do Civ or Crim or some of the government jobs like PDEMS or DOJ, there should be plenty for everyone to do. Example, Civ, we've got quite a few Civ jobs. Get a list for you guys here. We've got stuff like the oil rig job, which I think is actually really sick. It's a really detailed uh, job where you need to maintain and do really fun. We also got stuff like window cleaning, um, sanitation, I believe is in. Yep.
Yep.
And stuff like that. Uh, Along with that, we do also have some more interactive, like player interactive jobs. So stuff like the mechanic shop being run by actual people. You know, you actually have to go in there, talk to people. You know, talk to your mechanics and all this. There'll be lots of good RP around the systems that are in place there. So I'm excited for you guys to see that. Um, what other jobs can they do? Something like the dealership as well. So the vehicle dealership, you'll be able to RP as salesmen or salespeople, stuff like that, and actually, you know, go in and talk to someone instead of just interacting with a tablet and then buying it, and then, you know, not having to RP at all. So there'll be good opportunities for you guys to RP there as well. Crim side of things is looking pretty decent. We've got some drug systems in. Um, I'm actually building a custom heist framework as well, so I should be able to make the heist nice and in depth and a bit more unique than what you might see in other places. So I'm really excited to get that going. And you'll have your typical drug selling and racing and boosting as well, which a bit more on the typical side, but still really fun. So looking forward to that. In terms of PDEMS, we've got a nice MDT setup. It's nothing insane, but I think it's pretty nice and usable. Pretty easy on the eyes as well. If you are one of the people that are going to be doing PD or EMS, you'll be going over it in the training of how to use the basic functions and all that. But again, it's not terribly hard to use. And maybe we can show that off a bit later as well if we wanted to show off a little bit of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's also it's integrated with the dispatch system, so if someone, you know, commits a crime somewhere, you'll get a little ping for it. You can see you can see on your map, you know, where it is and the codes and all that and who's attached to it and stuff like that. So I think that'll be pretty good for you guys. And the same goes for EMS. It's basically the same system except for instead of crime, it's just people who are hurt. So you can see where people have called for a 311 or where a local's found a dead body or something like that. On you know what I mean by dead body. But yeah, without spoiling too much, I think that's
It's gonna be pretty hard, but yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be hard to not spoil things. I could probably mention that so there's let me see. I'm just looking at our map now to see the types of activities I can mention to you guys. Mining is currently in, so we've swapped to a new system for mining, which should be enjoyable. So being able to go up into the mines and mine for specific ores, which you can smelt down and sell to either people or to the pawn shop currently. So that's going to be another little avenue for making money there. And I think we do have our metal detecting working as well, which I know I found super fun
Yeah, it's
back
interesting for sure.
in some other servers that I played. The metal detecting was really fun. So we do have that as well. And fishing. I keep forgetting fishing. We do have fishing,
You do keep forgetting that
which
one.
I know people love fishing because that's one of those things where you could just kind of sit on a
Switch
boat,
off.
talk with people, and just yeah. Uh, you can fish with the grenade as long as you drop it at your feet. That should work if you want to give that a shot. Um, yeah, I'll stop talking about systems so that we can leave some for you guys to be finding in city. Uh, something that I
Grenades
did
for
something that I did want to go over is our outlook on custom content. Um, so as you guys are aware, uh, we're not playing default GTA. Obviously, there's a lot of custom things going on, a lot of custom uh maps and stuff, like the interior for Burger Shot or the hospitals or stuff like that. It's all custom, uh, made by other people, and we've bought those scripts and assets. But when it comes to getting something for your character in city, we will never be accepting money for that. It's not going to be a pay to win or pay to play or pay to access certain avenues. It's always just going to be a earn it through RP is what we call it. So, if you come into the city day one, uh, and expect to be, paying $25 for your own custom car or something, it's not going to happen. But what could happen is, you make a character, you start RPing as a business person. Maybe you work at Burger Shop for a little bit, uh, and then get to manager or whatever. You feel like you want to start your own food shop. Well, then we can look into uh the possibilities there. But again, only once that's you know been shown that you really do care about this and this is something that you do want to pursue. And then again, that's not a I wouldn't say it's a very structured process. It's more of a talk it out, talk with the mods, talk with the dev team. Like it'll be a very involved process with the whole of the staff team rather than just chucking things in.
that's where the business center will come into play.
Hmm.
You'll have all this experience and you'll have an idea of what you want to do, and then you come to the business center and we actually have a conversation in game rather than constantly open developer
Yeah,
tickets, and then you can actually RP it out.
yeah, exactly. Which I'm excited for, but I'm very excited to see uh presentations made and the
Yeah.
meetings that'll be had around that. I think that'll be really cool. Um, okay. Another quick thing, uh, in terms of, and we'll talk about meta a bit more later as well, but in terms of meta specifically with development stuff, I know a lot of you guys are good with that, but just wanted to reiterate, whatever we put into dev teasers or into the Discord or, show you in a call or whatever, if it's not something your character has seen, obviously don't go around talking about it. Even if you're super excited, for something to be in the city. If it's not in the city yet and your character doesn't have a way to know that it's in the city, please just be careful around those topics. Because we do take that pretty seriously. Don't want people, ruining the fun or just, uh, being weird about certain things like that where they really shouldn't know um, about updates coming in the future, even though we really want to show you guys what we're working on. We love making little teasers, the images and the videos. We love doing that sort of stuff, you guys. But we can only really do it if you're not going to take it straight into the city. Um, but again, it's a pretty simple one. Um, And I guess the last thing from me for now would be our expectations for 1.0 or for the release. We're just calling it 1.0 for now. Because this is still a huge work in progress. I know we've been working on it for almost a year, but it's still every day working on something. We You should expect a lot of changes. Nothing is static. The economy is set to change. At the blink of an eye. We'll be constantly monitoring things to make sure things aren't broken. So for example, you go to clean Windows and all of a sudden you're making $1 million an hour. It's probably an issue, and we will be changing that immediately. Uh, we've made some good steps to make sure that it's good straight off the bat, but there might be some micro adjustments in terms of things like payouts or drop rates, and for things like fishing or metal detecting or mining, to things like prices of housing and vehicles. All of that type of stuff is subject to change as we go through. But also something exciting is to expect content rollouts. So there might be certain things that aren't available right at the start. Like for example, the heists won't all be available right from the start. But as time goes on, I'll be making more of those and rolling them out for you guys to mess around with. And I think that's all from the dev side for now. If you want to take it away on the next
Yeah,
part.
I'll just cap off exactly what he was saying. I would say a good year after we open, I would say continuously the server will be still changing, and just try and be aware of that going into the server, because you could wake up one day and something's changed, and you'll be like, whoa, how come that's happened? It's because the first at least year of the server, we're gonna be learning and still correcting what we need to throughout. Well, to be fair, throughout the whole server's say span of opening. But with that said, we'll go on to the moderation talk. So if Mr. Zoro wants to hop up, introduce yourself, and or the other guys, if you would like to, come hop up and say hello. Please and thank you.
This is your cue. You just come say hi, introduce yourselves to those who might not know you.
Yep.
Hello, I'm just gonna start it off. I'm
it.
Pilot, one of your mods. I've been RPing for 2 years, almost. And yeah, I'm excited for the server. I can't wait to see all the RP you guys get into, and we're gonna have some fun, I think.
Nice, thanks for that.
What's
You
up,
want to
Zoro?
introduce yourself, Zoro? No, apparently not.
Apparently not. He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
See if he comes back. There he is.
Oh.
Nope.
I guess
He
he's
might be
having
having
issues.
mic issues. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll let him off the hook this time. Is there any other mods here with us?
Kevin.
Kevin, you want
I
to
was
hop up?
on my way. I was on my
Hello?
way. Hello, my name is Kevin. I've been RPing for some while. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoys the city, and I will see you guys there. I don't have that much to say, but yeah. Hello.
No, that's fine. I think that's good.
Oh, that's
Thank
all
you.
good, yeah.
Yeah, looks like Zoro's having some Discord issues. That's all right.
Yeah, also, actually, going back on the developer side real quick, because I know this is going to be a huge thing within the server. Completely forgot about it. Cars will not be driving the same throughout this year to come.
Mhm.
I promise you this. There could be cars that are quicker, could be cars that are slower. I promise you, all of them are going to change over time. Also, cars are going to be drip fed in the server that's add-ons, but you can request to purchase certain vehicles at the dealership, so that then in an RP sense, it's almost like you're ordering a car, and then we'll get that request of the dealership and then tune the car, and then it'll be available for the whole server. So that's gonna how it's gonna work at the beginning, but towards the end of the year, I'm hoping all of the cars will be in the server and everyone will be able to drive whatever they wish. And then yeah, sprinkle in some RP that I shouldn't really leak, so I'll leave it at that. And then yeah, just hope to see you guys do a bit of street racing eventually, because I have a lot of plans to yeah, spice up a bit. But yeah, let's go over
Street
to
racing is illegal. Remember that.
It's not illegal, Mr.
Yep,
Chief. Oh, insert
It's legal.
insert Zora here.
Hello. Discord hates me. Nice to meet everybody. I'm struggling, all right? I'm having a very struggle-filled day today. Leave me alone. Yeah, that was my introduction. Hi. I struggle in life.
So everybody, can we get a round of applause?
Struggle bus.
Amazing.
It's a struggle-filled day.
Yay!
So, we need to talk about moderation. So, within Nameless, we want to preface that if you don't read the rules, you're a dumbass. No, I'm joking. That was a joke. I'm sorry. We want to make sure that you go into the server, and I want you to be able to switch off and just be the character, rather than take what's happened in your day-to-day life and have those emotions going in the server, and then you're all angry, and it emphasizes some drama in the server. So basically, what we're gonna be trying to do is making sure the experience is as seamless as possible, so you can just switch off. So with all the team that we've created here, we are gonna make sure that any issues, drama, just toxic stuff is just gonna be able to be dealt with as soon and as swiftly as possible. And yeah, the one thing I want to say is, do not be afraid to create a ticket. Everyone is gonna be here to help you.
Yeah, even if it's for, something that you think might be like a stupid question, or like ooh, I'm not sure if I should report this, or if I'm not sure if this was a real issue, just make it anyways. Like
Yep.
it doesn't cause any harm to make a ticket.
We're here to help.
The mods will let you know if it's nothing substantial, or if it's whatever. Just make the ticket. We're happy to deal with them.
Yeah, Skrill asks stupid questions all the time, so you're all
Yeah,
good.
we're used to it.
Not wrong. Yeah.
True.
I think you've already talked about the RP talk, right, Mr. Nick?
We can talk a bit more about it. Did you have? Yep. No, we can go on to talking about that.
Yeah.
Do you want me to take that on?
Yeah, you can do it.
I can. Alright. So a little bit of RP talk for you guys. In terms of opportunities. So yeah, I did brush on it a little bit with our custom content, but more specifically, we're going to be aiming for doing player-run businesses. And so what I mean by that is we don't really want our staff team to be the ones that are running the day-to-day operations of the businesses. We feel like that is a bit of an unfair advantage to them in terms of giving them that higher level business RP, which we want to make sure that's available for everyone. So we will be doing player-owned businesses, and we'll be doing stuff like having forms. So when the businesses in the first few weeks or month or so of the server opening, when we're ready to have uh, a regular player that's not a staff member run the place, we'll be doing forms. So you can fill out a form, sort of like a business application, but or I guess like a job interview, pretty much, where you just say, this is why I think I'm good for the spot. This is why I want to do this, X, Y, Z, all in character as well. And I think that's just going to allow everyone to have equal opportunity for these types of things instead of just being like, oh, actually, Nick runs a mechanic shop and HK runs the dealership. It's actually just going to let everyone have a chance there. The only part where we will be involved is at I guess like a supervisor sort of position where you'll have a staff member just be in charge of keeping an eye on the business to make sure it's running within our economy. Which is just to say, like, for example, for the dealership, just make sure that you're not selling $1 million cars for $2 to your friends, or to the mechanic shop, making sure that the prices stay consistent with where we want the economy to be. But other than that, they're not going to be doing the day-to-day things. They're not going to be, unless their character is working at that business already, they're not going to be there and, telling you how to do your job and all that. They're just there to make sure that things run smoothly and don't go crashing to the ground.
And also to add on to that, it's to stop the factor of if someone randomly just leaves the city, we could just step in and then we could be like, who's underneath that person? We'll see how they are, and then that individual will potentially be owner if he's fit, or whoever else is up for the actual job, so that the shop can still run, and then the RP can continue, but it's not us like overtaking all the businesses, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just again, just there to make sure things don't go crumbling to the ground.
Yep.
And that also extends to the crim side of things, so not just businesses, but stuff like gangs as well. We might have some of the staff be interested in being in gangs, but they will definitely not be getting any preferential treatment. So in terms of some future plans that we have for some exciting events that we want to run for you guys for the crim side of things, it's definitely going to be an equal opportunity. It's going to go to the people who are out there actually RPing, putting in the time, putting in the effort to make sure that the community sees their good RP. That's the people it's going to be going to. It's not just going to be, oh, actually, Zoro's gang wants to do this, so I'm going to give that to them. No, it's going to be oh, actually, Zoro might be in this gang, but they've done XYZ, they've shown XYZ, and that's why we're giving this to them. That's why we're giving them this opportunity. So it's not just for the Civ side of things, it's definitely going to be for the Crim side as well. We want to make sure everyone has fair opportunities to experience everything that the city will have to offer. And that's the notes I had for that section. Is there anything else anyone wanted to add on to that?
Anybody?
No, that's fine if you guys don't want
Yeah, it's all
to.
good.
Right, do we want to do Q&A or wrap up first?
I'll do the wrap up first, and then we'll do the Q&A at the end.
good.
So, those individuals interested in DOJ, EMS, and PD, we are opening the server early to get you guys trained and acquainted with each other. So we have the opportunity for the Crims and everyone else to RP so that you guys are all ready and sorted, and then the server can, touch wood, be as smooth as possible. So the plan is, up until launch, every NA storm, you will be able to hop in the server and come training. We're going to be doing police training, everything from the pursuits to MDT. Then we're going to do DOJ stuff, from trials to learning a little bit extra on the DOJ front. And then we're going to be doing EMS from the MDT on how to do your job. And through the however long it's going to be, you'll be trained on how to do your job. So then you have a seamless transition into RP, and also you have a little bit of early access as well. So yeah, potentially could be tomorrow, but we'll make an announcement tomorrow on the exact opening / when we're gonna start. But yeah, with that being said, we're gonna go into Q&A. So you guys wanna put your questions in chat and at one of us and ask away.
I have a question real quick. Well, it's
Hello.
not really a question. It's more of a statement, right? I will never give up chief of police. I am the ruler. I am the king of the city. You all bow
I
down to me.
fucking knew
That
it.
is all.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
Knew it. I knew that was the case. Skrill is gonna be bicycle cop forever. That's all I know.
Yep. I'm gonna make sure he wears the spandex shorts too. Yep. Have to
If-
be the sheriff. That's fine. Yeah, of course. Just stay on my good side, and nobody won't get raided with the Bearcat. All right. Sorry. It was a joke. It was a
Right.
joke.
It's alright, we'll keep them in check, guys. You don't have to worry.
Yes. No. But I do want to say that if and when the city does get like to a better place and stuff like that, I kind of want to step down from chief and let like
Of
the
course.
regular player base like decide who they want as chief. So,
Oh yeah. Prior to you guys' questions, I just want to say one thing, and this is very, very important. We want to make sure the players run this fucking city, because there's too many servers out there that just admins are over everyone's heads. I want to make sure you guys are the ones controlling the RP wise direction of the server and extending your guys' stories in the way that you guys see fit. And I want to see people in high command, someone trying to step up as chief, someone trying to run EMS. Like, I want you guys to be at the forefront, and actually us all being a community of like understanding that this is a place to just switch off and actually create RP as our RP characters. But yeah, as I was saying, at people if you have a question.
Did see one from, so where are we now? From Dryden. Are we gonna have to remake characters? If you're talking about the characters you made in the open testing that we did a bit back, yes, you will. The only reason being is because I've done a whole bunch of changes since then to player data and stuff, so that does need to be wiped. Let's start again. If you're talking about specifically from the PD training and stuff, no, you won't. You'll be able to keep those characters.
So, from the characters from all of the betas, your memory will be wiped, and stuff has been changed anyways, so it's not going to be the same.
Yeah,
Sweet.
basically, from the training period onwards is when we start the memory wipe. So memory wipe, then you make your characters for all your training stuff, and you can keep that going into it. There might be some small adjustments from the brief period between the training and the actual launch, where I might just have to go through the characters that were made and make sure that there's no like items that you shouldn't have, or like you went off during training and started farming jobs instead. Then I might have to reset your cast or something like that.
Yeah,
But
100%.
overall, shouldn't have to wipe you guys.
Yeah, so Twisted, so it's gonna be training. There is gonna have to be some aspects of OOC due to us just showing you how to do certain stuff. But it's training, so it's okay. If it's actual RP, obviously, you ain't gonna be going OOC. Part 2, characters who want to know each other, pre-established connections. Oh, this is one thing that I forgot to write down. That is actually a good question. Okay. One thing I want to set a precedent for is previous interactions with certain people from other servers. I want to set this. This is a very sensitive one, so just have to grit your teeth and understand what I'm about to say. If you do not like certain people from other servers, or somebody comes in the server that you've RP'd with before and you don't like them, everyone has to set the precedent and understand that this is a brand new server. Please, for the love of God, this isn't a place to, oh, I don't like this person, so I'm going to do this, and this, and RP. This is a server to squash the crimes. This is a new server, and if you don't like the person, do not RP with them. That's straight up, and it's been an issue in a lot of servers, and it's kind of a touchy subject, and it's kind of irritating to an extent, and it's like, just remember it's a new server, and if you have a other half in another city and you want to bring the relationship, or like a family over, that's perfectly fine, because you ain't gonna be able to get rid of your mum and dad IRL, so why would you do that on an RP server? But when it comes to like relationships or hatred of that kind of degree, yeah, just please, for the love of God, leave it at the door. Any toxicity will be dealt with accordingly, and we want to see people loving each other. So that's all we want to preface. That's all I want to preface. And yeah, I wanted to have a place of serenity and actual people concentrating about RP rather than arguing with each other.
Yeah. So I think just
there isn't any back in the old city, or when we was in this place we did this, or this place is where this is from. It's like, it's so irritating to hear that in so many other servers, so please keep it away from the server / to the very, very minimum, because it's like, we want to set it so that this server is a brand new server and you are going into it as a fresh character.
Yeah, so I think just to summarize, more than welcome to know people that you kind
Yep.
of know, like especially like the ones that you're much closer with. But just try leave as Snowbow said, squash the beef, keep the good parts.
Yeah,
Just
100%.
try come in with a bit more positivity. If you've had negative experience with someone in the past, just leave them be. Just kind of, put them off to the side, go do your own thing. And we're just trying to make a good positive community here. And yeah, RP Multiverse, only to that extent of like, these people, but our last Tuesday in this other city when we went
Yeah, that shit
mining, we did
pisses me
this.
off.
Like, don't bring that stuff over.
Yeah. But
Okay.
apart from that, if anybody doesn't have any more questions, I think that should be about it.
Yeah, any more
Questions?
questions? You're just gonna have to deal with it, Dryden. That's the unfortunate truth. Yep, I know. You're gonna have to learn to get along. One more question. Yep, what's up?
Sure. Oh yeah, also a quick one as well. Please read the rules again because we have been changing them throughout the development. Please check the rules prior to joining the city, and also I will be connecting up a reaction to the rules as well. Just gloss over it. Try and keep everything in your mind. It's not crazy like other servers, so you should be good.
Yeah, just to add on to that, if you don't read the rules and you get banned for breaking one of the rules, don't come crying to us.
Yes.
They're
100%.
there. They're pretty easy to digest. If you don't understand the rule, please open a ticket. We're more than happy to talk you through them and explain what they mean. If you don't understand them, that's fine. We're not going to judge you for that. The issue is if you don't read them and you go in city and you break them, that's just the excuse of I didn't know that was a rule isn't going to fly.
So the easiest thing to do with that question is I would make it very clear in RP that you don't know the person. That's all I can say to that. And
I think
if they don't respect it, possibly reach out to them in Discord. But obviously that's the last resort.
Yeah, I think there's a few different ways you could go about that in character. Just I had a head injury. I don't really, I've lost a lot of my memories. I don't really remember anyone, or some stuff like that. Most people, at least that I've come in, I've RP'd with, have respected that sort of thing. But yeah, again, if they don't, or if they're, if they start harassing you about, oh no, you definitely knew me, I was this, either you can reach out to us as well. We're happy to mediate that. Open a ticket. We can get the two people in there. We can and talk through it as adults, because at the end of the day, we're all adults here. We can sit down and have calm conversations about these types of things. We'd rather that happen than it become some sort of in-city OC beef.
Twisted, that is going to be in the rules, yes.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think outlining that would be good.
100%, yep. As I said, throughout the development period, we are ever changing the rules, and that is a good addition for sure. In in the coming week we'll be hopefully be able to announce some kind of loose release. Eventually, eventually it will be confirmed, but from the beginning we've always said we're not gonna have anything confirmed because it just causes so much anxiety that we don't want, because then we'll have to do and like stress about it.
Yeah, and I think an important thing to note there is all of the staff, the devs, we're all just, doing this because this is what we want to do. It's volunteer work,
Doing it some
in
love,
that sense. We're not getting paid for this. We don't want to get paid for this. We're doing this because we like doing this. And so in that sense, putting deadlines on it makes it a lot more stressful. And we don't want to be stressing ourselves out
All of us have
and making something
actual
that we
lives
like
as
doing,
well.
something that we don't like doing. Yeah.
Yeah, and to add on to that, very quick, sorry for cutting you off.
No, you're fine. Go for it.
I just wanted to add that, like, I've had a child in between the development of the server, and that should show you the dedication that I've put into it, and also the rest of the team. We all, as I was saying earlier, we all are doing this for the love of RP, and we wanted to create somewhere where it wasn't the same old stuff. We wanted to create a passion project to share with the rest of you guys.
And yeah, we're getting pretty close to being able to launch. There's just a few. Every day I wake up and there's like, oh, this needs to be fixed before we launch. Add something to the list. Oh, this needs to be fixed. So there's still quite a few things on our list, but very much hoping to get that out to you guys. Not too far away. I can't confirm anything, but we're looking pretty close. All right. If there's no more questions, did we want to? I don't know what you showed off before, but did you want me to maybe run through something like a bit of the housing system?
Yeah, sure.
Thinking we could show that off. Let me get nice screen working. All right, let me know if you guys can see the stream. Is it coming through okay? Yep, cool. All right. It's just the character I had for the beta testing. He likes to golf. Anyways, so just before the meeting, I quickly set up this property. And you can see it's just an altar to get into the property. Something actually that I've been really happy with is these little eye icons. So they won't be on every single thing you can target, but a lot of the targeting things that you can, use your alternate eye on will have this little eye. It just kind of visually helps you see, rather than just that small. If you can see that small little circle, helps you visually see the options that are there. And so actually, before I get into that, I'll show you. So this won't be on a command for forever. It's just for my testing. This is the properties app. It'll be on the tablet. And by default, you'll just see the properties. You won't see the apartments or the listing property. That's just for the realtors. But let's say all properties. That's going to be annoying to me, isn't it? Is it? You know what? I think I said it so it doesn't show that. Let me just make one real quick, actually. You can very quickly see my process in what I have to do to make a house. That's not one. Actually, you know what it is? I am losing connection to the server because my lovely Aussie internet. Alright, you guys will have to give me 1 second. Very sorry about this. I have to rejoin. This is not something that happens to other people. It's just because I have really shitty Aussie internet.
Also,
stop being horny.
the server is in the UK, so he's like on the other side of the world to the
Yeah,
server.
I'm a little bit far from it.
Leak denied, guys. Leak denied.
Okay, I'll restart it.
Hey, I ain't in the house on my own, so I don't think we got room. I'm gonna be honest.
Hello, hello. There we go. Discord crashed out for a second. No, as I was saying, for the beta, yeah, the server was in the UK, but on launch we will be moving it to Australia. So I hope you guys are excited for that.
I'm so excited to have 200 ping. Yay.
You guys can feel like what it's like to be an Aussie GTA RP player.
I mean, streaming on Discord and on the server would be.
Yeah, I
Bit
think
heavy.
that is something that's hitting a bit. Make sure things are downloading as well. Yeah, you guys can enjoy the Aussie bubble. Almost back at.
What is?
I don't know if we could have just done this on local. Thinking about it.
I was just about to say you could.
I got on the server originally if we wanted to do like some of the jobs, but
Yeah.
honestly could have just done this on local. It'd be faster. No, if it breaks again, I'll spin up my local server.
I mean, I could.
show you from there.
I mean, I could stream it.
Yeah, true.
I'll just be.
Give it a second. So let me see if.
How many times will it take your cruiser to get stolen? I mean, that's a Zoro question. That's not a me question. Zoro question.
That's a ask your
Is there a
ask your
feedback
chief.
system for PDMS? If you call them. Feedback system. So on the mobile, you'll see if they're active or not through the company's app. I mean, if you down.
Yeah, I think specifically for that, I'll have to check. I don't think currently, but that is something that I would like to implement. Yeah, I don't think that's currently a thing, but I think it is something that I had on my list of things to do. Anyways, stream's back up. This is what you were supposed to be seeing. So yeah, if you'd have this app on your tablet, and you'd be able to see current properties that are for sale as well as all properties. So if we go all properties, we can see a few here that were made for testing. And if we go just for the ones for sale, we can see these are the current ones you can buy. Now, our current plans for this is to have it done through a realtor. So so people will be able to apply to work as realtors. We haven't really defined how that's going to look yet, but we're not too worried for the very start, at least. But you can view your property. It'll have more images than this for the bigger houses, but this is a one room, so it really just shows you this one spot. Tells you where it is. You can set a waypoint and tells you how much it is as well. And because I'm a realtor, I can sell it to myself, but don't need to do that right now because I've got the other one. So we've got this property, can multi and enter property. And again, we've got our leave property and our check door, which is how you will be able to let people in. So if someone's at the door, you can let them in that way. On our F1 menu or radial menu, we've got furniture menu and manage property. So manage property is for your key access. And so when someone's standing in here with you, you can give them access to keys. And your furniture menu, which I think is quite nice. So we've got a whole list of categories up here, and I'll be going through and refining them and setting prices. These are just the default prices, but I will be going through and changing them up a bit. If we go to our prerequisites, these are things that pretty much every house will need. So you get one free storage unit, and then you get a wardrobe as well. So let's take a look at placing one of these. So get it up here, and the way that you actually move around is we hit C, as we can see in the bottom right here. So we hit C, and that enters our free fly mode. And you can kind of fly around the place. You will get stuck on the walls, and that's to stop you guys from moving stuff outside of your walls and exploiting stuff like that. So you're confined to your house, and we can move around pretty basic. If we open this side panel here, we get a few more options. So we can change to rotate. So if you wanted to, change how it sits, you can also do this by right-clicking. We'll change between them. I don't know why, but right-clicking does that. You can reset the rotation to the default and then reset the position as well. This is your snaps. So if you wanted to snap to a higher grid level, let's say you're doing even spacing for like a tile set and you want them to be every 0.5, you can do it by that. Or you just set it back to the lowest and have a lot more control. Place on ground is really useful because I know a lot of the times it's frustrating to try get it perfectly lined up with the ground. You're sitting here doing this, trying to get it good. If you just place on ground, it snaps to the bottom there. Now, for some objects, depending on where the center of the object is when it was designed, it won't let you go past that point. So you see it kind of like gets stuck on the floor there and it doesn't want to move anywhere. So if you're trying to move something around and it's stuck like this, it's just because it's at the floor. And you just got to pop it up a little bit and you can move it around again. And again, so we'll put it in the corner, place it on the ground. If you did want to be looking through something, you can set the alpha down, which is just its transparency. So if you're trying to line it up with something, you could, put the transparency down, see behind it a little bit, adjust, and then put it back up. And then once you're happy, you need to hit add to cart. That'll add it to your current cart of things that you're building. And then you're good for the next one. So yeah, another thing, if you hover over the eye, it will actually show you a little preview of what it is. Sometimes you have to get a bit further away, but show you the preview of what it is before you actually click on it and put it down. And so the wardrobe is going to be for your outfits. So any outfits that you save in the clothing store, you'll be able to apply at the wardrobes. Now, it's a bit different to other systems where you save the outfits at your wardrobe. Instead, you save your outfits at the clothing store and then they're available in your wardrobe. So let's just go ahead and put it like roughly there. There you go. Oh, I've lost it. Okay, this one doesn't want to snap to the ground nicely, so that's fine. We're going to put it there. Move it out just a little bit. Like so. Not the best looking, but I'm not an interior designer, so I don't really care. And you can go ahead and add other stuff. I don't know if this character has money, so I'm not going to try that. But that's the basics of it. And then when you're done, you click on your little cart down the bottom here. It'll give you a summary of what you bought. You can click on them to further edit them, or you can click delete to get rid of it. And you just have to hit purchase. It'll tell you if something went wrong, but unless you have like no money or something, it shouldn't go wrong. Now with so all houses are just going to have one stash. In the future, we'll be doing some stuff like warehouses and storage units, which will have more storage space for you. But for just your regular houses, you'll have one stash. So you can open it. Just tells you where you are, and then it's a randomly generated ID. But you can store your things in here. Shouldn't stop you from storing anything. Should be able to store whatever you want. And then your wardrobe, you go clothing. And I've only got the one outfit for this guy, so it's your starting outfit. But if you had more, it would be up at the top right there, and you would be able to. I believe it's arrow keys arrow keys, or maybe even scroll wheel might do it as well. To go through those. Let's see. I think if you hit enter on it, you can choose the outfit, or you can delete the outfit. Let's see. I think I set a garage for this one, but I'm also not confident that I integrated those properly. That might need to be fixed. Let's have a look if. Yep. So, just due to the way that, because it's two different scripts, it's made by two different people, the garages and the housing. So the integration, it works. But unlike the other garages, which will be on your radial menu, you just have to press E when you're in your garage spot, and that'll open your garage. So it'll property 139, which is your property ID, and that's where your cars are. So if I get my go-to. So if I press E when you're in there, it's going to store it. And then you can pull it out and drive it, and it'll be put in your spot for you. And then again, it's just, I think if you go off and then back on, it will change what it says. Yeah, so press E to put the vehicle in garage. So it should be pretty straightforward. It should, just tell you what you need to do. And I think that's it for housing. We will have, in terms of apartments, we'll have tier 1, 2, and 3, which are different locations, but also will have slightly upgraded storages available to you. So there'll be a good reason for you to upgrade. I won't. Have you shown people the other apartment buildings, or should I leave that for them to find and see?
I was showing people all this, so you can show them, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Where is our apartment block? I can never find it. There we go. A second to download the map again because I cleared my cache. So everything's going to be a little bit.
Yes,
No,
underneath
it's not
that,
this
yeah.
building, is it?
It is, yeah.
Oh, this is. Oh, sorry, this is tier 3, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Tier 3.
So this is one of them. Very clean. Got a nice little lobby for you guys to socialize in. And then your typical elevators. And then a little front desk. Might put someone here for you guys to talk to. And oh my god, I can never find this other one. It's okay, it's over here.
Yeah, left hand side.
It's in a spot that I've never had an apartment block in, which I really like. I think this spot's really nice. And I like this building. So this, if you were in the beta, this is the apartment you would have seen. This is our tier 1 apartments. You've got your little driveway coming in. And your nice little lobby here. Don't worry about him. He's there for testing. He won't be there. But you'll have your guide, who's going to give you some basic information on the city. And then you've got, I think this is our rental person.
Yep.
Yes, it's our rental person. So you'll be able to rent from her. And then I think one of these elevators, I can never remember which one it is. I think it's over this side.
Either side of the stairs, yeah.
This one. So here's your apartment entrance. And you can see if you wanted to visit someone else's apartment, you just need to know their number. And I think it's correlated to their state ID, but I'd have to double check that. But they'll be able to tell you their number anyways, and then you can ring the doorbell. If they give you keys, you can just go in. I think you can give keys to the apartments. Otherwise, you ring their doorbell. And then they'll get a notification. They have to come to the door and let you in. I think that should be all for our housing.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you guys to make some cool designs on the inside. I'll definitely look at getting some custom different types of walls and floors and stuff, because I know that's a big thing when it comes to making a custom house. Is it's making your walls and floors look a bit different. So we can look into that. Is there anything else we want to showcase for them, or I think we leave them in suspense and they can
What do we think,
find
guys?
out an RP.
What do we
What,
think,
one more
guys?
thing?
Shall we find out an RP or just one more thing? Honestly,
I don't think what we could show them that it's not too spoilery.
me can show them the new EMS building. I guess that's not really too leaky.
Could show them the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to the hospital. I want to be very careful with how I approach this so it doesn't destroy my computer when I get there. It's like, let's just fly over.
Yeah, it's easier to fly over here.
Because otherwise I will drop in and we'll just try to download the entire asset at once. There we go, it's doing something.
Experiences may vary. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, again, my internet. I just want to be careful that
if you
it's.
live in the sticks of Australia, you might have an issue.
um. So for those who
No, it's not
are
'cause
aware of
I'm
this
alone.
area, it's not because Diablo. It's just because this is my first time actually being into it on the live server. So it is needing to download all of its assets, which for most people is fine. For my internet, it's going to take a second. So for those who kind of know this area, is what we call Burton Block. It's right across from the Rockford Plaza. There used to be a construction site here, but it's been replaced with the hospital, and it's being a little weird with the lights because it's still downloading a bunch of stuff. But once you've been in the server like once or twice, and been around the places, it'll have it all cached, and you won't have to worry about any of the downloading stuff. But yeah, this is it. So we've got a nice big parking lot for you guys to put your cars instead of everyone just piling up at the door like some other hospitals that we've seen, where everyone just parks in the ambulance spots. So now there's actually a nice size parking lot for you guys to use. And we've got our entrance over here. And for our EMS, this is our emergency entrance. So when they need to bring in patients, they'll come through here. But if you're just coming to get a checkup, you'll just be going through the main doors over here. Our EMS has a nice little garage here that they can use for their ambulances. And let's plot myself down here and go for a walk. These doors going to be locked? No, cool. Nice sliding doors for us. And you'll notice it'll be hard to get lost. There's big lines on the floor. So depending on where you want to go, it'll take you right there. So if we wanted to just come in and let's just go to our reception desk up the front. So if you needed to see the doctor, I think it's up here. So you can check in here. We'll make sure that the zone's nice and easy for you to target, but right now it's here, so you can check in there. And that'll take you right into one of the beds. So scenes is something that we've been looking at for a little while. We've been looking at a few different scripts for it, just because there's not any very current ones. The ones that we did have in the server were a bit buggy.
Yeah, that wasn't very. Wasn't very optimized at all.
Yeah, so we don't have one just because we want you guys to have the best experience, and having all those scenes around with an unoptimized script is just going to make everyone super laggy, so we don't want that. But it is something on our radar to look for because we know how useful it is for creating RP scenarios. So what's the lines here? So you can go to our pharmacy, our lobby, or our emergency. So let's go through here. Let's go have a look at the pharmacy. It's got a little walk-in store here. We've got some plans on what we're going to do here. I'm unsure if that'll be ready for launch, but you can keep your eyes out. There might be a salesperson in here eventually to sell you some over-the-counter drugs. Through here, we've got some more lines. So we've got surgery rooms, radiology, lobby, emergency, and MRIs. So let's have a look in the MRI room. So as you can see, a nice thick door to stop all the radiation getting out. You've got your radiation bed here. So you can.
That's a really nice leak you got there.
Yeah, laid out here. Is that gonna? There we go. Get yourself up onto the MRI table, and get yourself scanned through. As it should be
Possibly
plenty
could be
of
working in the future.
in the future. TM, hopefully. Let's
TM.
see.
Yeah.
That would be sick of being at that working. But even if we can't, there is, I I would say that's some good opportunities for RP there. We've got our radiology lab. Can get some X-rays done. And I think this will, if we go all the way through, got some
That'd be
extra beds in here.
yeah.
And we come all the way through. It should link out to our emergency room. Yeah. So this is where EMS will come in and bring you if you've been picked up off the side of the road or had a little run-in with the police that didn't go your way. This is where you'll be coming in. Yeah, we already went to radiology. Alright, show off one more room and I think leave the rest to be explored. There's our surgery room, little observation desk. You can watch as they get cut open. Got our little desk here and little stations.
That's what I'm saying.
100%. I think there should be plenty for you guys to use here for a crazy dramatic medical RP.
Even has a morgue for all you perma RPers. I know you're out there somewhere.
True. Let's go find the morgue real quick. I think that's something that we'll discuss about patch notes. I am in favor of having patch notes. There's just some things that need to be kept out of them in for meta purposes. Like for example, if I go and say, hey, fishing prices are up 10,000%, before people even get in city and do a fish and sell it, people are gonna just naturally gravitate towards doing fishing. And as much as I can trust a lot of you in here, not to meta, it's just the unfortunate reality of RP servers that might just happen. But yeah, small stuff like, hey, yeah, like if we get scenes working, that'll definitely be something that's put into a channel like that.
Yeah, I would say.
And yeah, we'll look into that afterwards after we launch.
I think it'll be more of a. We'll do it in teasers, so then it's not directly like, oh, this is exactly how it is in the city kind of thing.
Yeah, 100%. I think, yeah, things like that where it's more just quality of life things, I think we'll be happy to share with you guys and let you know what's happening. But in terms of like meta changes or like adding stuff, we want you guys to just be finding that in city. And that may come in the form of, one of our lovely staff getting dressed up as a new character and, dropping some hints about something that's come to the city. It may come as a government announcement if it's to do with the government side of things. There's like a lot of different ways we can go about that in city as well.
Could be even in a small teaser video.
Could even be in a small teaser video. I've been enjoying making those.
Yeah.
They're very fun to make. All right. Is there anything anyone wanted to add? Any of the stuff, or anyone have any more questions before we wrap up? we're all good then.
Okay, well, I appreciate every single one of you guys for hopping in here and listening to us yap. I do want to say I want to do this on a regular basis so we can still see the progression and talk about things and talk about changes coming, or if there's any issues in the city, we can have a conversation about them. And yeah, I'm very appreciative of all your guys' sheer patience of the server, and we hope to see you on the launch, or if you are one of the DOJ, EMS, or PD, we'll see you very, very soon. Anything else, Nick?
No, thank you guys for popping in. Thanks for staying tuned and sticking around, even though we yapped a little bit.
Yep.
Again, if you have questions and stuff, please open tickets. We are more than happy to help. More than happy to answer any of your questions. And we'll keep you updated with dates. If we do confirm a date, we will definitely be telling you guys. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. It'll probably be in the announcements channel.
Also, one more thing, we do have a suggestions channel, so please throw your suggestions in there. Everything apart from assets, because we have that unlocked right now. And also with assets, I want to have it involved with the RP rather than just, oh, we should add this. So yeah, suggestions are welcome. If you didn't think of anything here right now, just open a suggestion and we'll be able to reply as soon as possible.
And just with that last question, yeah, I mean, obviously anything that we've teased in dev teasers and stuff, more than welcome to talk about that sort of stuff. I think, yeah, just in general, I mean, even just inviting them to come and check out the community, you know, getting them in and having a look at the channels and interacting with the people, I think is a big part of getting people excited. So if there's someone you want to get excited for the server, just get them into the Discord. It doesn't cost them anything. They don't even have to put in their whitelist application straight away. They can just come in and chill and see what's going on, and then hopefully decide to stay.
Yep. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap everything up. As I said, thank you very much to everyone for hanging on for so long, and we hope that it's gonna be worth your wait. And feedback is always appreciated as well. So even if you wanna hop in a ticket for, oh, I'm not sure about this, or I really like this, or thank you, or whatever. You guys are all more than welcome. We wanna make this city for the community, so we want you guys involved as much as possible. But yeah, with that all being said, gonna end the meeting there, and yeah, have a good day, guys, and catch you guys very soon.
Yeah, thanks all for stopping by.